All right. Hey, it is your boy Diggity Dane Sampson, and after a brief but 2-week break, Jordan Frank is back. The other half, the other half of Frank and Dean's.
Frank and Dean's.
Speaking of Frank and Dean's, I finally ended my celibacy.
How is that? Speaking of Frank and
Dean's, I was thinking of Frank and Beans, but
Right. So you got your beans played with.
Yeah, and honestly, I immediately regret it. First of all, not that great. It was okay. But today, I wake up, right? 9 o'clock. At 9:26, my phone rings. I answer. And he goes, "Is this Dane?" I was like, "Yeah, what's up?" Because I got to answer all calls now. I'm trying to book vendors.
Right.
They go, "This is Jason, and I'm going to fucking kill you." And I was like,
no way.
I was like, hey, what? And I guess I worked with him over there, and he was like, "You knew I was dating Christina. You gonna just fuck her like that?" I was like, "Well, buddy." I mean, you said you were trying to date her, and she said she stopped messing with you. And she hit me up one time. We hung out. She called me a little bit drunk, and I got my rocks off. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's her making the move. You have nothing to be ashamed about. So, she made the move. She gave the initiation.
Yeah. So he's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. I know where you work. You're at the Village Inn, right? I know what kind of shirts you wear. And I was like, dude, I'm not dealing. He's like, I've been to prison. I'll go back. I was like, I bet you will, little guy. So I just called the police. I was like, here.
Did you really?
Yeah, I'm not dealing with that.
Well, especially like you like that job, you're killing it there.
No, this is the old job that I left. He thinks I'm still there.
Oh, then let him think that.
Yeah, I don't care. But I live across the street. But I don't care.
I'm gonna be there today at 5 p.m.
Yeah, I am a regular ass civilian. I'm not dealing with none of that shit. If this was back home, maybe a little bit different story. I probably would have, poked the bear. But,
right.
I don't need, you know what I'm saying? So I have no shame in being like, hey, this is just a report in case this crazy loser who just lost his job. And he keeps calling me gay, but the gay guy just fucked your girlfriend. Make it make sense, little motherfucker. So anyway, who knows how long I'll be celibate this time. Totally not worth it. He keeps
calling me gay, but I fucked his girlfriend. Yeah. That wasn't his girlfriend.
That wasn't his girlfriend, bro. So, I'm on.
Are you mad about that he reacted? Or are you mad about the sex being bad? If the sex would have been really good, then
to be honest, it wasn't. To be honest, it was 18 months. I got some top, and she went to pop off, to stop sucking, right as I busted, and I was like, okay, so I got a fake fuck for like 5 or 10 minutes, which is
wait a minute. Oh, so she pulled off to go sit on you?
Yeah, so she was sucking and she went to go like this, and I was just like, "Blah!" And then I was.
And she didn't see it?
She definitely had to see it, dude.
Like, who sits back on a cock after a
50-year-old woman that can't have kids? I'm not talking about her age because I'm 41. It's not like it's that bizarre.
Are we literally going to put her on blast on this? Or are you on blast, I guess, since you came too quickly? Oh, that's too good. A 50-year-old woman? Where are you going? What are you doing?
Oh, sorry. I was reading about vendors. So, tons of stuff. You saw the new, talk for a second. Say hello. Talk about your shows coming up. I'm going to go grab these flyers. I'll be back. Okay?
Well, buddy, there's a guy that moved to Cincinnati. His name's Ethan. And he moved from Chicago because he had a fiance that ended up, I don't know, it just ended. And then he moved to Cincinnati. And he's starting a cover band that I'm playing in with him, and he's calling it My Crazy Ex, which I think we all have one. I definitely do. So I had to join it. So we're playing at MLT's on opening day tomorrow night. So it should be good. This is ridiculous. I'm just sitting here talking. Dane's not even in the room. If anybody's listening to this, appreciate you guys listening to us. I can't believe anybody listens to our podcast. If they do, but here comes Dane. All right, cool.
Yeah, the star's back. I am wearing your hat though. These are available.
You are. That's dope.
And some of these will be available for our May 23rd Bayside Bash down here in Old Smart, Florida. Super excited about that. So some of the stuff I got, flyer.
Oh, what about?
Yeah, these are little old ones.
I really like the other one.
Bigger version of that one, and then the main general public flyer.
Yeah, that one's dope.
That's just heat. I will tell you, Matt, because like Fame and some people, and I get it, with these general flyers, you know what, I'm going to use AI because I got to make 50 different versions of these motherfuckers. And, you know, but I hear the artists. Artists, I hear you. Mostly what we are doing before you freak out, oh, that's AI, oh, it's doing this, and I noticed, and I felt bad with Fame because, you know, I sent him his, and he had 2 working eyes, and he was like, this is clearly AI, and I was like, you're clearly correct. AI,
I mean, look, I was just telling when you were gone to anybody that listens to this that I joined this cover band called My Crazy Ex, and I made AI. I typed into AI and ChatGPT, and I made it make a logo, and it turned out dope as fuck.
Yeah,
and we're using it. Like, you know, AI is not terrible if you tell it exactly what you want it to do. Typically.
No, it doesn't. But like I will, just like with Lantana, for no reason it put a gold chain on. No reason at all. And it was like, maybe you look broke, buddy. Here's a gold chain.
Yeah.
So, you know, little things like that. So I reached out to our good friend Alex because, you know, I do love Alex's work. When she's available to do work and I need her and I can afford her, I'll go to her every time. Because she really does do quality work. She, as an artist, she understands what we're trying to do. So for a very great price, I mean, I was trying to get an estimated quote. She was like, well, this and this and this, and then she narrowed it down and she was like 90 minutes. I was like, okay, so I'm gonna give you $100 because you're $50 an hour. If you only take 70 minutes, I don't need the differential, you know.
Yeah, and she'll knock it out.
Yeah, and she said she can get those to me by the 1st, which is great.
So how many artists is she doing?
I think I've sent her, it's like eight flyers for me. Which, once she builds the template, she knows how to plug and play them.
How many performances are there?
So there's 8 featured acts right now, right? Okay, so this is how this is going to run down. 3 to 10, from 3 to 5. I left that open because I might get some local talents interested. I might not have the budget for them, you know, but they're doing like events on their own on a smaller scale where they might have 3, 4, 5, 6 vendors. So if I could get them and their vendors and I don't have to pay them out of pocket and they don't have to pay to perform, that's a win for both parties and more people promoting for the event, right? But that doesn't mean I'm just gonna say, yeah, pick anybody, you know. And then from 5 to 6:30, we will have the Got What It Takes Volume 5, like a tournament competition. So think The Voice when they do the battle rounds, but like a tournament style. So we'll have about 8.
Who's involved in that?
Huh?
Who's performing in that?
So we are leaving that up to artists. You know, it's $100 because there'll be a prize incentives, and it's very limited slots. And I will have myself probably, or maybe, you know, a combination of the artist and Meredith from Q105 and Wild 94.1 down here on the radio. They're gonna help judge that. Then they'll kind of start that trend at 6:30 to 7. I'll have her kind of host because I got her for 2 hours. And introduce me to host the rest of the show, or but I'll have her introduce me. Then we'll go into our featured acts. But we rented a mechanical bull, dead ass. So we're gonna do a mechanical bull riding tournament. We're gonna do a hot dog eating contest. There will be alcohol. We're doing real America shit, dude.
I love this. This is great.
Yeah,
okay.
And then we are. We're still negotiating with a couple different alcohol providers because I want the best deal. I've had a couple people kind of try and like tell me, okay, well, $2,000 to use my license. I'm like, well, there's plenty of people that'll pay me to sell their alcohol there, you know. Mm-hmm. So you got me fucked up. And then just kind of that, dude. Like the vendors, we'll fill in the timeline as we get closer. I'm very excited to have Pusha Preem. He has like a cult-like following of fans down here. They really turn out for him, especially when he has free shows. We booked this DJ I'm really hyped about named Brandon Gomes. He was on MTV Spring Break and MTV Siesta Keys, which is like Laguna Beach for Siesta Keys.
Yeah.
300,000 followers, so I'm really hyped for that. Yourself, and you're going to be singing Zach. I challenged him to sing Zach Bryan's "There's Something in the Orange," one of my all-time favorites.
I like Zach. I love Zach Bryan, and that's one I just don't do. Like when it came out, I was like, it's so big. It was almost like Tennessee Whiskey, where I was just like,
yeah,
I'm not even gonna cover it.
Well, I
don't know.
To. And that's part of.
And now it's kind of like, now you want me to do it, and I've done it a couple times at the piano bar, and it doesn't transfer well on the piano.
Yeah.
Because it's an acoustic. The strumming is really what makes it cool about that song. Yeah. But I got that for you.
I appreciate that.
How long are the sets for each artist?
Probably 20 minutes.
Really, that's it?
Yeah, 20.
Okay.
20. I mean, that's what I'm saying. So, like, you and I could have a discussion of, because there is time to fill. Where, like, if you just want to go up there and play and do some covers, there's time. But, like, the 7 to 10, you got to think, we have 8 to 10 artists at 20 minutes apiece. That's already 160 minutes.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, an on-off thing.
And the thing is only from 3 to 10. So I don't want you to have to, I know you're used to paying like 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. I want your best for 20 minutes. Your best, Jordan. You know what I mean?
I'd like to rent a piano down there, but like I said, I can just do acoustic.
Well, I mean, we could get you a keyboard or something. We'll figure that out.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you keep saying we'll figure it out. We don't have plane tickets. We don't have anything.
Well,
we'll figure it out.
Hey, well, we just got more funding, and honestly, I looked at tickets today. And first of all, a piano is not that hard to rent. Okay, for a day.
No, it's not, and I'll pay for that.
Second, thank you. So you solved your own problem there. Second, the investor was telling me, because he was looking at plane tickets too. He's got all that TSA stuff right now. Has prices fucked up because there's limited flights. So I might wait a week or two and see if they fucking go back down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shit's fucked right now.
Because I mean, even those flyers today cost me $230. Like, everything costs. Yes, everything costs, but they look great. You know. And I just gotta say, man, like I'm gonna have a moment. I think I'm gonna do like a testimonial type post tomorrow. That like I made a checklist of things I wanted to accomplish when I first moved down here, and I shared it online. One of them was I wanted to raise $5,000 by the end of the year for music and projects. I just hit $5,000 today. Today, I've released 3 songs this year. I've got my first music video with Fame out. Well, my first live music video where it's an actual.
You haven't done drugs?
I have done no drugs.
That's incredible.
Pussy.
That's the thing. Like, if you would have been doing drugs, you wouldn't have any money to be fucking getting flyers or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you got pussy, it'd probably be not any better than what you got.
Yeah. So I mean,
this is a good thing.
And I have everything that I'm manifesting right now. It's like it's like as soon as I want to do it and manifest it, it's happening. Like, and it's really
when you manifest something, do you write it down or you just think about it and put your mind to it?
Usually I think about it in manifestation until until I'm ready. Until I'm ready to put in action, accomplishing it, and then I write it down, and then I map out the plan. But by that
a lot of people are always like, I'm manifesting. I'm like, you're not doing shit. You just thought about something.
Manifestation is just thoughts with if there's no action with your manifestation, it's just thoughts.
Yeah, it's just thought.
So, but the support that I have right now, the funding, everything that I have ever dreamed of, I am in the middle of doing it right now and accomplishing it. And it is crazy to see your influence and your initiative come together and create things from manifestation into actual creation in real time right now is crazy. The team that I have that is kind of working and the people that are reaching out every day, if I was doing drugs or not clear-minded, it would be overwhelming.
you wouldn't even be. I mean, you would be making mistakes, or even, or just avoiding shit. Sleeping, doing
Like,
whatever.
I am on my shit right now.
Yeah, you're on your grind.
And you know what? I don't apologize for none of it because I've worked my ass off and I deserve it all. I deserve it.
No one's telling you. No one's telling you to apologize.
I'm telling myself that. Okay. And don't apologize to that person you used to be because you're not him no more. Fuck that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fuck that guy.
I mean, he was pretty cool when he was.
That guy fucked.
That guy fucked. He was definitely skinnier.
Yeah.
He was definitely skinnier. I wish I didn't have to manifest all my accomplishments physically in weight. But what else is going on?
Manifest the diet.
And not yet. Okay. All right. I'm just waiting for it to be super hot and I lose that 20 pounds of water weight just by
honestly
existing in Florida.
Because I think people when they quit smoking, they gain a shit ton of weight because they start eating sugar a lot and stuff like that. But I bet you when you quit drugs, you already kind of ate sugar a lot, like me, or candy.
Yeah, people. I don't really eat a lot of candy. I will if it's there occasionally, but I am a heavy soda drinker.
Yeah, that'll fuck you up.
Yeah, I am a heavy soda drinker. You've been staying busy since you got back, though. I will tell you that is the one thing that I do love about your work ethic is you would think after a 4 or 6 residency like that, you would take a week or two. No, you're you have the day you land, you have a gig.
Yeah.
And I love that shit.
Well, it's fun. I'm kind of turning into an asshole a little bit because, things I don't want to do, I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. And so there's a cover band that I'm playing with tomorrow. This dude named Ethan who just moved here from Chicago. The cover band's called My Crazy Ex.
I'm listening.
Yeah, and it's his cover band, so I'm not stepping on toes or anything like that. But I've done cover music and cover band shit for 20 plus years or whatever, and it's I'll send him a set list suggestion, and he liked it and whatever, but he was like, "Oh yeah, I want to throw in these originals too, this and that," and I'm like, "I'm not learning your fucking songs."
Yeah.
I'm doing this cover thing for fun. And that's it. I'm already in 4 projects: Attention Deficit Squirrel, Cheaper Than Therapy, My Shit.
Yeah. I love the names of your bands. Say those again: Attention Deficit Squirrel, Cheaper Than Therapy, and what's the
Jordan
other one?
Frank.
And Jordan Frank.
My Crazy Ex.
Somebody hit that was like Jordan was like, "Hey, I don't like Jordan's picture, frankly speaking." I was like,
who said that?
Here's my buddy Matt, because he's trying to fix him. He's like, frankly speaking, I don't like Jordan Frank's picture. It's because he just couldn't do anything with it. Because I think what it was is you were dressed in such light clothing and really light that it was already a light.
AI couldn't do it.
It was a light palette, so
Yeah, I feel that.
I do have some questions for you. So I've started to make a general topics list, a fame topic list, and a Jordan topic list. Jordan topics. Oh, I only have one this week. I feel like, so recently I had an incident with, and every time I start to get money or a decent amount of buzz, Facebook, like many others, me for the first time, I was placed in Facebook jail, right? So one day I was just sharing my podcast like I normally do, and I think that's the thing is sometimes if I share multiple episodes or I'm commenting, they suspended my account and they're like, "Hey, you're posting too much. We feel like it's spam." But I'm like,
I thought you were posting a lot too, personally.
That's fine, but these media companies fucking do it. You know what I mean?
And they say. And they'll say like ChatGPT. I've asked it it says post 2 to 4 times a day, reels.
Mm-hmm. So I've cut back, but I won my appeal. They put me back on, but then I couldn't comment. Right? I couldn't comment. I couldn't even comment on my own original post, which is the weird part. But I could still openly use everything on Instagram. They're owned by the same company, and man, doesn't make any sense. So, and I feel like Facebook is, for me, the one I've had the longest, obviously. It is the most Cincinnati, family, close friends, things of that, where I just am Dane, and I'm not a business. But I have struggled with this transition since November, not allowing things and people from home to affect my things and people here. And it's been very hard for me because I worked hard for those relationships, and to see them discarded and not valued for nothing.
It's a very sensitive subject for you. I can tell. It's something that you want to let go, but you
it was
haven't
almost
yet.
like, hey guys, say whatever the fuck you want right now. And I even told them that. I was like, you want to agree? Nobody said shit. And I have noticed the fall off from my Cincinnati support from a certain demographic, but it was like Matrix or the powers that be or Zuckerberg was like, hey, you need to let this old life go. You have a few small parts that you need to carry on with you to this next part. But aside from that, fuck them.
Right, exactly. Well said. That's the way to look at it. That's a powerful way to look at it. You could be like, fuck Facebook, they're blocking me. But instead you're like, thanks, Zuckerberg. I needed to let that shit go.
I did need to let it, because it was affecting me too much. But I still have four Cincinnati artists, Fames Girls bringing down her clothing brand. And I'm in a position that I can pay for you guys to come down here and do that. You know how good that feels? It feels amazing.
I'm excited.
It was amazing. What's going on in your life, dude? You been fucking anything? Yeah.
Yeah, I did when I was in Texas. I did.
Nice. Yeah. Was it good?
And I'd rather not get into that. Yeah, it was fucking good. It was great.
All right.
It was just it shouldn't have happened. It was great, but it was just she's got a family. We'll just say that.
Oh, I love the tea. I love the tea. So I wanted to discuss.
And I didn't know until I was about to do whatever, and at that point
you're like, fuck it.
You're like, I'm already like, I already ran the red. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know what happened there.
I don't know. That was a great bit. That better not have been cut off.
That had, I heard it was already too late at that point.
Yeah, and I said, I was like running a red light. I was committed.
Oh, running red light. That's what we had. Okay.
Yeah.
So it says it's still filming. Okay. So something I wanted to talk about that I found kind of funny. Recently, the World Baseball Classic just took place. And I know they call it, and thank God Venezuela won to make it like, it feels like the world won something, because the semifinals were like Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, America, and then Italy was in there. So Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic are part of the United States. So you have the USA 1, USA 2, then you have regular USA. Then the Italian players, not a single player on the Italian squad was born in Italy. Their parent was. They were all born in America and didn't make the regular team.
That's wild.
So it was America versus America versus America versus America, and then Venezuela.
Look, I didn't even know this thing was going on. It was on TV, and I was like, I was at Stanley's, and it was on TV, and people were watching it. It was the St. Patrick's Day, because it was our show. And I was like, what the hell is this? And they were like, oh yeah, it happens every 3 years. It's like the Olympics baseball. And I was like, I have never fucking seen this.
So this wasn't even the Olympics. It was its own thing. So they do have the Olympics.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. It was like, I know we're not in a race war yet, but this was kind of like, who's America's best race at baseball? The Puerto Ricans, the Dominicans, the Italians, the Americans.
It's always, it's never Americans.
Yeah. So I just thought that was like an interesting thing. What else?
That is funny.
Are you a random thing, because everybody leaves it on? Are you when you leave the house or go to sleep, leave the porch light on, leave an indoor light on, or no light?
I don't like any lights on when I'm trying to go to bed, because I sleep still with my computer on with cartoons.
Yeah. Okay.
Like a 8-year-old child.
Okay, so we got that. But when you leave the house, do you leave a porch light on or an inside light?
No, I don't like. I'm OCD. I don't like porch lights being on. I don't like any lights when I'm leaving being on. But with my dog being at home, you gotta leave some light.
Yeah, 100%.
But I mean, I'm so fucking like just lazy and a bachelor or whatever you want to call it. Like, it's so bright now here. I need blackout curtains, but I'm too lazy to get them, and I don't know how to install them.
Bro, same.
And so I just sleep with a beanie over my head while the sun blares through the the windows. I've literally had a girl over at my house before, and she's like, "It's so bright." I'm like, "Here, wear this," and just threw her a beanie.
Just the beanie? Oh, that's due. That's funny. What was I gonna say? I'm sorry. Um,
I heard a few good questions today. What's your favorite snack at a gas station?
Munchos.
The fuck is that?
It's this Air Crisp. It's like the original Air Crisp chip. So it's the red bag that's always like $2.99.
Okay.
The amount of salt. I love a salty chip. You know, like.
Yeah.
Um,
Chips are salty.
no, they're not, because you have Dorito chips. You have
Those-
sour cream and
I
onion
guess.
chips. I like just a regular salty Lay's or
Salt and vinegar.
Yeah, Munchos, but they have the little air bubbles in it. I will tell you, so my
Yeah.
mom had this condition for a while. Like, she goes through different things where, like, she's addicted to a certain kind of candy or mint wintergreen, or like she'll go through regular Lay's potato chips. But for a while, every time she ate it, it would paralyze half her face.
What?
Yeah. So she had like Bell's palsy, which is where.
Well, that's what that is.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. So she had that.
It's not like the chips made her
listen.
paralyzed.
No. Yes. Listen. So she would have it, and then it was down here, and then she got it fixed. Okay. And then every time she would
You put it back up.
listen, every time she would eat these Lay's chips, you'd be like, "Hey, Mom, are you eating them chips again?" She'd be like, "No." there'd be like chips right here. And I'm like,
No.
I'm like, oh, Mom, are you lying to me? Okay, I had a few. It's my only thing.
That's so good.
I love you, Mom. I really do love you. But honestly, man, I think we could keep this one short and sweet, bro. What do you think?
That was a good ending. That's the bit of the whole fucking
Yeah.
thing.
So I love you. I do still have the clip. I still have that old episode if we ever want to share it. Because here's the good thing: that old episode, though, it was good. And then when it cut off, right as you started complimenting me, like the powers to be were like,
Yeah.
"Don't let it go to his head." Anyway, this is Frank and Dean's. I'm your boy Diggity D, Dane Sampson. This is my co-host, as always, Jordan Frank. Tons of stuff coming
Pleasure
out.
to be here.
Look this guy up, Jordan Frank Music. He's playing all around town all the time.
Jordon.
You're playing at Stanley's tomorrow, right?
No, MLTs.
MLT's tomorrow. I've got the small stage series, April 1st.
Yeah, we need to talk about that. We forgot to talk about that.
We can talk about that. So I'm very excited because, that's more of my passion project stuff. So what I am doing is this place called Kava Culture, which is a dry bar. It's in downtown Tampa. It holds 30 to 40 people. So everybody has seen me do the podcast. They've seen the open mics, and I've been looking for just the proper way to blend that. So what this concept is 10 to 12 artists will come out. It's free of charge. I have 2 different camera crews. Again, I'm paying them out of my pocket. I'm giving fees to one. Anyway, I'm taking care of them. And what it'll do is the artist will come in, just like Saturday Night Live or The Tonight Show. That's what I'm comparing it. So NPR's Tiny Desk and Tonight Show are kind of jammed together for a concept. And I will introduce artists, ladies and gentlemen. This is Matt. And Matt will come perform his 2-3 songs. And then immediately we will sit down and have a 3, 5, 10 minute 10-minute interview.
I would love to be there for that. I want to do that so badly.
Well, come down. It's next week.
I'm not going near an airport right now.
Okay. Well, then don't say those things.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Redacted.
I
Fucking redacted.
Fuck you and your show, Dane. But anyway, so that we are going to record the whole thing. And then we'll share that stuff on our platforms. We will also give the content, because we are not content hoarders, to these artists for them to share. And it's just a real intimate experience, kind of like unplugged or, so I'm very, very excited. Shout out to Kava Culture, downtown Tampa, for hosting us for that. I negotiated that Ian can sell his bread. So he's always in a good mood when he's playing with bread in an apron. Your face has frozen in. You're just like.
salty chips again.
And again,
Your face is
Yeah.
frozen.
This is Frankendean's. That's a wrap. Jordan, I love you. I
Love
will
you
talk
too.
to you soon, buddy.
Later, bub.
All right.